Monday the 16th, Tuesday the 17th, and Wednesday the 18th of October. Yes, this is a lot of things in one. So it's because it's show week and not much had changed. So throughout those days, we just did the typical warm-ups, the jogging on the spot, jogging around the room, justice walks, spatial awareness, log scythe, tongue twisters. We also, need to plug my phone in, which is what I'm using, by the way. Log scythe and that was pretty much it for the physical. Vocal warm-up, the meow slide, trying to blow a candle out on your finger. Me, Ma and Mo projection to the back of the theatre, and some tongue twisters, different tongue twisters every time. I copper bottoming my man, the Dull Dark Dock one, Tommy Knocker. We also did the Kookaburra song and the Teapot song on different days. We mostly did the Teapot song though. Also on show day, 19th, we just did the vocal warm-up. So to get into everything, I will probably make this into 2 parts, because it's just pretty much just feedback now, because we just ran through it. We kept running through it. Some scenes needed running through more than others, and I was lucky enough to be in a group where we didn't have much to do. Like, we didn't have much to polish, because we'd already polished it completely. The only things that needed working on for me was volume each time, and I was working on it each time, so on the night it ended up being quite good considering everything. So this is the prologue and the epilogue from Monday 16th of October. When in the wings, we need to be quiet and still, because there's only such a small space between the wall and the curtain, so if we move, the curtain will move, and as Nikki said, it will look rubbish, and the audience's eye will be drawn to it. In the prologue, the drivers start the play, which is quite hard, especially as this was our first full run, so we were getting into the swing of things. Also, drivers needed to be louder and punchier with their lines, especially with the Know What I Mean. I needed to make people interested, not bore them at the start of the play, because that is never good. The characterization as a whole was really nice. The Know What I Means didn't work, and in a previous lesson we changed it. We cut the Know What I Means for everyone who wasn't originally a taxi driver. Well, every taxi passenger. So the taxi drivers said Know What I Mean. So everyone just had their original lines basically, except for because all of the taxi drivers said that. It says, what I said is Know What I Mean didn't work is with everyone saying it, so the taxi drivers need to be louder. Ryan paved the way with looking at the audience on his line. Sorry, that's my... Oh yeah, follows the corner, that helps. Also, taxi drivers need to come in straight away. It needs to be snappy. And the transition with Group A coming in for taxi was really nice. Good energy, and goes upstairs, which is nice. The only problem with that was we didn't know that was going to be our transition. not until the day anyway. We were told later on that was going to be our transition. Also, there is no giggling after, because a lot of people in group, well, not a lot of people, some people in group A sat down and started giggling. Eastern Tales 1 apparently was lovely and was difficult missing 3 or 4 people. Eastern Tales 2 was lovely. Movements looked beautiful because we had the physical theatre. Just everyone needed to be louder and have more energy. Transition, everyone knows who they're arguing with, and we needed to spread it out. Also with Eastern Tales 1, they were missing 3 or 4 people. I'm not sure whether I said that or not. Eastern Tales 3, no L. Entrance was delayed because of it. The umbrella didn't open. Nikki showed them how it opened afterwards, which was quite comical. Apparently there was a button. Regan was already allowed, he's a natural loud person. Everyone else needed to be louder, needed more projection. The characterization was really good as well. Eastern Tales 3 transition. Some people are unsure of what to do. People can talk. When Regan is near, make the shrugging exaggerated and obvious. Cue to sit back down was when the spotlight goes off. See, that was the problem, because in different times, we were told when the spotlight goes off or when Regan walks away. So it was hard to begin with. Eastern Tales 4 needs to put blocks into place during the transition, because they got too into the transition to actually sort things out. Eastern Tales 4, lines were forgotten due to nerves. They need to run the lines and keep working on them. The characterization was nice. Julian had good projection. Everyone just needed to be louder as a whole. Eastern Tales 4, still, the sadness was lovely at the end, because it just really touched everyone. Transition, everyone just needed to spread out again so blocks can be moved about. Eastern Tales 5, Reese wasn't in, so it was good covering for Reese. Buse was much louder, which was much better than previously, apparently. Molly, when she was confident, was brilliant. Everyone just needed to go over Reese's lines because they didn't know whether he was going to be there or not, because he was because he had trouble getting into college for rehearsals. So just needed to go over his lines for rehearsals just in case. Jacob and Owen, good double act, confidence in cues. So that's what I needed to work on. I needed to work on confidence in cues. Becky or Rebecca, apparently she had better volume and confidence, but she just needed to be louder through it. The transition for Eastern Tales 6 was absolutely fine. It was shopping, so it was fine. Eastern Tales 6, this was us. That was not professional, I apologise. Eastern Tales 6, it's the most polished performance. There was one pause, even though there weren't any lines missing. Daniel at the beginning was too fast. I was good with my characterization, but needed to be louder. Riley's dad voice was loud and confident. The unison was really good, but just need to be tightened up, especially because he stops. I know I was doing it more apologetically than a lot of other people, but not a lot of other people, and some other people, but just needed to be confident, which I took on board. I took that information on board, as well as louder. I kept trying each time to get louder, and I was just like, did I go loud this time? Each time. So the transition for Eastern Tales 7 was good. Eastern Tales 7 burrowed between buildings, so we needed to make a building shape, and a clap of thunder, we just needed to clap. Eastern Tales 7, Aaron go up into trapdoor during the transition. The transition when sirens come on look dodgy, because she added that in at that point because she forgot to say. This is just from what Nikki has told us. Eastern Tales 7 generally was nice. First time they were all together, which was really good. Line issues because of the fact that it was the first time they were all together. Aaron needed to be louder at the start. Emily and Jade just needed to be more confident. Rianne was good when she was confident. Second half was good. Lauren needed to be louder. All stretch your arm out on the long arm of the law, like Sam did, because Nikki found that to be really nice and thought that'd be a good thing to do. The transition between 7 and 8 was fine. Keep the cold characterization. Meet up with the people you argue with in Eastern Tales 8. Epilogue was already addressed. And the bows were 2 bows for Group A. Group B come in and do the same. Clap to the tech guys, then bow, then leave. We decided not to lift our arms in the bow. The 17th of October was better than the day before. The prologue was too quiet still. Turned the taxi sounds down because it was just covering the taxi drivers' voices, which was not a good thing. Transition was good and worked much better. Don't say each other's name, because apparently some people were calling out people's names in Group A, and that just did not sound professional, and you should not do that. Eastern Tales 1 opening lines, they needed to all look at the audience. Eastern Tales 2, all physical stuff was good. A couple of people paused, look up a bit more, so everyone just needs to be a little bit more confident with their lines and with their movements in our group. Eastern Tales 2, Chanel is ill, but she still needs to be louder. The transition was good. The spacing was better. Andrea needed to tone it down at the end. Eastern Tales 3, Elle dropped out. Everyone came on nicely. Charlotte was louder, still ill though. Umbrella swap was messy for Charlotte and Agatha. Agatha taking Where Have You Been, as she was the dad before in the scene. Good volume, but Regan needed more emotion. Agatha make moments where she can turn and look at the audience, because when she was turning away, she lost her volume and projection. Aaron and other people, but Nikki pointed out Aaron specifically, was chatting in the audience in the scene. Sorry, just don't do that. Which is what she said. It wasn't just you; it's just who she picked up on the most. Eastern Tales 4 started well. Same section went wrong as the day before. Characterization was lovely, much better than the day before. The transition was good, just needed to space out. Last orders were loud. We just need to grumble at that, because it's just like, last orders, dang it, I wanted another pint, kind of thing. Eastern Tales 5 was good. One line slip, work on it though. Becky was louder, but she still needed to be louder still. Molly shouldn't make it obvious if she goes wrong. Reese needs to pick up his lines. Lights flicker near the end. People on the side look up like, ooh, spooky. Well, it's October. Everything should be spooky. The transition was nice and lovely. Everyone who isn't in Eastern Tales 6 needs to pretend to shop or work in the shop. And this is where I'm going to have to end it, because I'm running out of time for a YouTube video at the moment for my channel. So I'll be back with part 2 of this actor's vlog. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, okay, that did not work. Okay, that was me being awkward. Okay, so see you later. Bye.